bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and
burgers.
There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. It's the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoo, zoo?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
It's time for the Scotty K Show, presented by Spicy Pie. Let's go live to the pie for the Scotty K Show. Here's Scotty K.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Spicy Pie, the Scotty K Show on this Wednesday night, middle of February, the day after Valentine's Day. Hope each and every one of you had a great Valentine's Day. We've got lots to talk about tonight. We are in tournament mode across the state of North Dakota in a lot of different sports, including Class B girls basketball, hockey, a lot of things going on over the next couple of weeks. A lot of things going on here in the Magic City, as Minot High will host the the WDA hockey tournament, boys hockey tournament, starting tomorrow at the Mesa Arena. We'll talk about that in a bit. But first, we want to say thank you to Spicy Pie for letting us come in each and every Wednesday to do this show. The February pizza of the month at the Spicy Pie is the Jalapeno Popper Deluxe. It includes cream cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos, and bacon, all topped with sweet Thai chili sauce. Hey, before we go any further, we do have Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Minot High girls, coming off a big win over Watford City last night. He will join us. Dean Winchesky coming off a big win Monday night against Watford City, as we wind down on the Class A basketball level. And then we're going to talk some women's hockey, as the college women's head coach from Minot State, Ryan Miner, will join our team. They were just found out just a bit ago that the women's hockey team at Minot State still ranked number 2 in the nation as they prepare for their final weekend regular season on the road at Midland University, before a conference tournament and then a national tournament. So we'll have those guys talking to us tonight. But right off the bat, we want to let you know that I did get a text message from Mr. Nick Hallberg from PSP Network earlier today that PSP Network has been granted the rights for all the video and audio of the WDA hockey tournament, which starts at the Mesa Arena tomorrow. So we will have coverage of all the games from the hockey tournament starting tomorrow here on the PSP Network. Quarterfinals for tomorrow. Right off the bat, Minot High will take on Botno Rugby. Jamestown and Mandan in game number 2. Bismarck Legacy and Bismarck High will be in game number 3, and then the final game tomorrow night we'll have Bismarck Century against Dickinson. Minot High, the number 1 seed, they finished the regular season at 15-6-0. We'll have loser out, and semifinals coming up on Friday with the state qualifiers and title game on Saturday. Again, we want to let you know that we have exclusive coverage of both the video and the audio from the WDA hockey tournament starting tomorrow from the Pepsi rink at the Mesa Arena. We'll also have the stuff on Friday and Saturday. We have some basketball coming up on Friday. Basketball doubleheader from Bismarck, or from the Bismarck-Mandan area, Century against Mandan. And then Saturday we have a big Class B boys basketball game. It'll be Four Winds Minnewacan against Shiloh Christian. We'll talk a little bit about some of the other postseason tournaments that we got coming up down the road. But we do want to let you know, again, we have exclusive rights to all the video and audio of the WDA hockey tournament starting tomorrow here in Minot. We also have exclusive rights to the WDA boys and girls basketball tournament coming up at the Bismarck Events Center. That will come up in the first weekend of February. And joining me right now is the head coach of the Minot High Magicians. That's Dean Winchesky. And his team right now poised to finish out the regular season and move into the postseason. Dean's ball club the other night had a big win over Watford City in their final home game. They'll be at Dickinson tomorrow night and then play at Century next Tuesday. Dean, you finished out the regular season at home. And the good thing, and I watched the game the other night, really fun to get some of those kids that don't play a lot, your seniors and that sort of thing, an opportunity to get in there and have some fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of things that I don't think we did very well. I don't think we were prepared to come out, but that's my job to look for those things. But there were still a lot of positives. We shot it well. We shared it well. But a lot of things that need to continue to improve, and that's what we as coaches are here for. Obviously, fans and coaches have different perspectives than each other, and the same thing with parents and coaches and all of those things. Our biggest thing is what do we have to continue to improve upon, and we've had a tremendous regular season. We still have a chance to share a portion of the West Region title. Got to cheer for Mandan a little bit Friday, and and then we got to take care of our business both games. And regardless of it, to be 17-2 right now and 16-2 in the league in our league is really amazing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we think back and we look at the last 3 years. We've lost 5 regular season games thus far through 2 and almost 3 seasons. So we feel like we've got things going in the right direction, and now we just got to see if we can't put together our best effort getting ready for the tournament.
Everybody talks about you got Century coming up that right now is 1-2 next week. I know you don't care about the rankings, but you guys can't look by what you have in front of you tomorrow. You coached in Dickinson for many years before coming to Minot High. You know what kind of place that is to play in.
Oh, absolutely, and it's never easy going down there. They're very talented. The Dvorak kid is a phenomenal basketball player, and they've got kids to go around and that are able to shoot it and are very athletic. So it's kind of one of those things where we haven't even looked at Century. As soon as the Watford City game ended, we were talking about what we have to do getting ready for Thursday, and we can worry about the rest of it then. But Dickinson's a very good basketball team, but kind of our motto the entire year is what do we have to improve upon? What do we have to get better? So like today we were focusing on little things defensively, and then at the end of practice we give them their scouting report and we say, okay, here's what we need to focus on. To us, the biggest thing is we have to do things that other teams won't. Championship teams do things that other teams aren't willing to do, and a lot of it comes down to really minor things, whether it's taking a charge, whether it's getting to help side, whether it's getting a box out, getting a contest, making an extra pass. None of the big things happen without doing the little things right, and that's our biggest mantra right now is controlling what we can.
Dean, and I'm glad you brought that up because the question we always, us in the media and fans, they always look at the box score and they want to know who scored all the points and that sort of thing. And that's great. You got Derek Doucette, you got your own kid that have been scoring. But sometimes people look at the box score and don't realize is the big play, the charge that somebody may have took during the course of the game.
And that's, again, the difference between – not that they don't know the game, but the coaches, and we do see things a little bit differently.
Yep.
And that's like if you listen to really good color people on the radio, like I used to really enjoy Len Elmore when he would do games.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Packer was phenomenal.
Yep.
They
see
saw
the little
differently.
things.
Yes, they were a part of it. They were active in it, and it. Everybody sees the baskets that gets made, but they don't see the screen, or they don't see the cut that set it up, or they don't see the pass that created it. And those are the things that we try to celebrate because we know, obviously, that scoring's a big part of it, but it's not just, okay, Derek, this half, you just got to go get as many baskets as you can.
Right.
It comes down to all 5 guys on our team working and doing what's expected of them and finding those opportunities. And there's such a minute difference between being successful and not. Maybe it's a missed cut. Maybe it's a fumbled ball, or maybe you get a poor screen set that, so much goes into being able to get those shots that those are the things that we just have to continue to grind on.
Dean, I'm glad you said that because I've been in the business for over 40 years and I've done a lot of high school basketball, and sometimes as an announcer, a play-by-play guy, sometimes I forget about the little things that are being done because I'm more focused on who's making the basket and what the score is.
Absolutely. You're chasing the ball like everybody does, right? You're watching the ball and you're seeing that, and that's what makes officiating such a hard thing too, is they got one guy in the ball and 2 guys off ball, but our natural instinct is to follow the ball and not see the little things that are helping create that. Or, we watch the ball and watch the guy guarding it, but people don't understand, okay, what's going on weak side? Where's the help situation? And those are the little things that make a huge difference in getting stops. And like I said, that's why for a guy like you or Nick, when you do games, it's so important to have a color guy there that you're not all just chasing the
Right.
ball. And that's why we're as lucky to have the coaches that we have. You know, Brian's doing his thing, Matt and Eric are doing theirs. We have Jay and Brent on the bench with us now, and you get a different perspective because they're seeing things a little bit differently, and they've got
because as a head
perception.
coach, you look at it differently during the course of the game.
I have specific things I look for. Like I'm worried about, especially defensively, where are we? Are we in the right position?
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting to where we need to be, or are we not covering those things properly? You know, and then sometimes, like Brian will just say, we're not guarding the ball, Dean. It's not a matter of help. We just got to dig our dang heels in and get a stop. And, you know, there's so much that goes into those things that it's essential for us to have the coaching staff that we have. We're very fortunate to have those guys. They all do a great job, and they all have an integral part in what we're doing. You know, and everybody always says, "Oh, Dean, you've done it." We accomplish nothing in our program without the coaches that we have.
Exactly.
And everybody, you know, they look.
And
at
some
wins.
people don't understand how important those assistant coaches are.
Absolutely, like
even
I talked
down to the freshman level.
No question. You know, Brent's done a great job with our freshmen, and you know, we with having only one team there this year, we moved Jay up to help Eric with the sophomores, and then Matt's been in our varsity practice. Matt sees things differently, and now that he's getting more comfortable with how Brian and I do things, you see him jumping in and coaching kids, and it's such a nice thing to have guys that can see things that you trust, and we're all on the same page with how you want to do things. That when Matt's talking to a kid, it doesn't matter. I know what he's saying is the right thing. So we're very fortunate to have who we have, and our kids buy into those guys too.
You know, I got to ask you a question. This is offside your team, but I've watched the scores and the standings all year. I tell you what, you told me about a month ago or about 6 weeks ago that a scary team in the WDA right now is the Williston Coyotes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're weird. They obviously have two kids that score the ball in Malachi Seek and Isaiah St. Romain, and they kind of play a funky zone, and they kind of muck things up, and they create a little bit of – they just kind of dirty the game up. And then they have enough – right now those kids are making shots, and, you know, they create enough of a problem. And they've got some athletic kids, and, you know, they're finding ways to beat people. And it's really weird nightly. Like they go and they beat Bismarck, and then they lose to St. Mary's in a game that they shouldn't have lost at home by like 18. And you're like, how? And then they go to Dickinson and they beat them.
Yep.
You know, and they beat Manda, and you're like,
they put 100 on Mandan.
Absolutely. They're a scary team, and they're going to cause problems for somebody. They're either going to end up as the 8 or 9 or the 9 or 10, and that's going to be a nightmare matchup in the play-in. And if they end up 10, we could see them in the 2-7. So, you know, you sit there and you're like, okay, who do you want to see? Well, I hope teams are looking at us going, well, we don't really want to play Minot. Yeah. You know, and that's where we want to get to. That, you know, that's got to be the mentality we have to have.
Hey, Dean, and from everything that I've looked at, you can tie Century for a share of the title, but I think they own. I don't know if they own the tiebreaker, but you're going to end up 1 or 2.
Well, we will. If we could end up 1 if they lose both of their last 2.
Right.
We win both of our last 2, and we beat them by more. By 10.
Okay.
They beat us by 9. So,
but it doesn't make any difference.
No,
what if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Obviously, we want to, and we would be in better shape, but we kind of spit a game up down in Mandan, and they're obviously very good. But it was a frustrating night down there. But you know, we would be in a different spot right now had we taken care of it. But if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, Scott, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. The reality is simple. We didn't. So now we just have to worry about how we get better, whether we end up 1, 2, or 6. You know, I've been fortunate to be doing this for about 6 million years now, and I've had a team that was 7th, beat the 2, made it to state, and beat the number 1 team out of the East and made the state semifinals with a losing record.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Once you get to the tournament, you have to have your best game and then worry about controlling what you can there.
All right, you're on the road for your 2 last games. Health-wise, I'm thinking that you're in pretty good shape right now. You just don't have to have, knock on wood, you don't want somebody to go down now.
Logan was sick on Monday.
Yes.
Eric hurt his calf, and he got to practice tonight, so he'll play tomorrow. It's just really kind of a matter of, you know, just cleaning stuff up. We still want to do things hard in practice, but we don't need to go for 4. We don't need to go for 4 hours. You know, tonight we were in there. We went for about an hour and 30 minutes, talked for about 10. I came down here, and now I'm going to go take my wife out for dinner, and if she'll let me. I don't know. She might not want to be around me. I don't blame her for that either.
Hey, Dean, thanks a lot. Good luck tomorrow night at Dickinson. I know you've got a lot of friends still down there, so it'll be kind of a fun time. And then on the road next week at Century. This is great part of the season right now.
Yeah, it's certainly not stressful. All of you guys enjoy the heck out of it while our coaches lose about 3 years off our life.
Hey, thanks a lot, Dean. Take care, and we'll talk down the road.
Thanks, Scotty.
All right, that is Dean Winchesky, the head coach of the Minot High Magician Boys. They, again, are 17-2 on the year. Overall, 16-2 in the conference. They do have a chance if Century would lose out and Minot would win by more than 10 points against Century next Tuesday night. They could get the 1 seed, but they're pretty much locked in at 1 and 2, or 1 or 2. Mandan will probably end up 3 right now. Watford City's 11th right now. They will be the 11th ranked team going to the playoffs. Over in the East region right now, Fargo Davies has clinched the top spot or the top seed in the East region boys, but there's a lot of things that are going to happen in the Class A boys side of things on the east side before it's all said and done. Again, the February Pizza of the month here at the Spicy Pie is the Jalapeno Popper Deluxe. It includes cream cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos, and bacon, all topped with sweet Thai chili sauce. Again, games tomorrow night on the Class A level for boys. Again, Minot High at Dickinson. Fargo South will play at Fargo Davies. Fargo Shanley at Fargo North. That's a 2-point game in the East. Grand Forks Red River back on a roll. They're playing pretty well right now. They'll play a non-conference game across into Minnesota. They'll be at Moorhead, Minnesota, and Devils Lake will play at West Fargo Horace. We've talked boys basketball. We'll talk girls basketball when we come back. It is the Scotty K Show live from the Spicy Pie. We're back right after this.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than jumbo pizza slices. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, salads, flatbreads, and even desserts. And remember, you can try any of your favorite toppings on a gluten-friendly 10-inch crust. Dine in or carry out. A new pizza creation added to the menu every month. Bringing New York-style pizza to the North Dakota Prairie. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Well, welcome back here to the Spicy Pie, the Scotty K Show on this Wednesday night. Again, we will take these shows all the way through the end of March, the end of the state tournament. And then we will take a hiatus as we wrap up the winter sports season. And thank you to Spicy Pie for letting us be here each and every Wednesday night. Appreciate you, Lexi and Jeff and all of the people here. Make sure if you come in, take advantage of their entire menu. Their February Pizza of the month this month is the Spicy Pie, or at the Spicy Pie is the Jalapeno Popper Deluxe. It includes cream cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos, and bacon, all topped with sweet Thai chili sauce. Again, as I mentioned at the outset of tonight's show, we have PSP Network has gotten permission as the exclusive entity to give you video and audio of the entire West Region Hockey Tournament coming up at the Mesa Arena starting tomorrow. Again, Minot High will play the opener against Bottineau Rugby. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Let's get Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Minot High Majets. They come in with the same conference record as the boys at 16-2. They're 16-3 overall. 2 games left for them. They'll be with the guys tomorrow night in Dickinson, and then they'll wrap up the season on Tuesday night as they will play host to the number 1 ranked Bismarck Century Patriots, a big 89-40 win last night. And we watched it, Jason, and it started out, we were watching it, and somebody said, God, 14-12, Watford's staying right there. And the next thing I looked at it was like a 16-0 run, and off to another big win last night.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a repeat of the boys' game, too. I think a lot of people probably expected the same thing, too, where you come out of the gate hard and, make some separation right away. But, give Watford City, both boys and girls, some credit. They both came in and played really well to start things off and hung around. And, that's just something that we've got used to this year, where everybody's giving us their best shot, maybe hanging around a little bit longer than expected or longer than we want to. But as long as we're doing the things that we need to do to be successful, that's all that matters.
Hey, let's talk a little bit of final 2 games. You're on the road with the guys tomorrow in Dickinson, and then you host a Century on Tuesday night. You do still have a chance to get a part of the conference championship, but Century would have to lose out and that sort of thing.
Right.
But it looks like you're going to be a 1 or 2 seed to the West Region tournament. But with that looming game coming up on Tuesday which has become your arch rival, I'm sorry, Century's your arch rival, do you worry about not doing it right tomorrow night?
Right, and we just got to take care of what's in front of us, and to secure a 2 spot, that's a must-win game for us tomorrow night. So we've got to go there and take care of business and start things off right at the beginning of the game, and get ourselves off to a good start, and then roll from there. That's the plan.
Hey, Jason, talk a little bit about what you do. You got 2 games left. You're sitting in a pretty good position, and Dean talked about it a little bit in his conversation with me. Is you're still trying to get better, and he says sometimes it's the common ordinary fan doesn't look at it the way coaches look at it. You're looking at it, hey, we've got just little things that you've got to get better at over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, correct. We know what we're going to have to do and what we're going to have to execute come tournament time. And, are we there in certain areas, and are we not there in certain areas? In those areas where we're not, we obviously have to spend a little bit more time and focus on those areas. And those areas maybe where we are ready to go, we just got to make sure we stay sharp. So you got to work on all of those things to be tournament ready. And, so we're doing the same thing that they are, and I'm sure everyone, across the region is doing the same thing. So we feel like we're getting there. We're climbing in the right direction, and, we're on schedule.
The thing about it is, Dean, and like I told to Dean, I said, I've been around this business. I've done a lot of play-by-play, a lot of his school games over my past 40-plus years in this business, and sometimes because we're chasing the ball, we don't see what you as a coach or your coaching staff sees, the little things, and they make a big difference in the outcome of a game.
And that's where we break down film, because we miss a lot of it during the game as well. And so, some of our coaches tonight at practice pointed out some things. I haven't had a chance to watch last night's film yet, and they have, and they pointed out some things that they saw. So just making some notes on our practice plan tonight as we went, and watching those areas a little bit more closely, and making sure that the kids are aware of those areas as well, because sometimes they're not. So, just trying to leave no stone unturned here, as we get down to the last couple weeks here.
Jason, and I'm not taking anything away from any of your other assistant coaches, but I've been around Gary Walhog for many years when he was coaching at Surrey and then went to Minot State with Coach Green. Boy, what an asset he is for you, and he loves going to the gymnasium each and every day, and sometimes I think he even loves it more at practice time than in game time.
Yeah, and I think we all do as coaches. That's where the real learning and teaching takes place, and where you get to really touch base with kids. And so you don't always get that opportunity during the games. Everybody's wrapped up and caught up in the game. So yeah, it can be a lot more relaxing, and you can kind of let loose a little bit, and you get to see who everybody is. But yeah, Coach Walhog loves coming to the gym. He loves watching film, so he's got us prepared.
I've rode on buses where he's watched a lot of film.
Yeah, he's got us prepared for everybody that we're going to go against. So that's a huge asset for us.
Hey, Jason, last week you couldn't, you had to cancel out on the show because of you didn't go to school that day because of sickness.
Yeah.
You said it was running rampant through your program. Where are you at right now?
Well, we're trying to, hopefully we can see the light at the end of the tunnel here. It was just Wednesday. I had to go home after first hour in school, so I had another day where I had to battle with some stuff. And, Maya Aguilar the same day. And so it just seems like every kid has had a little something. We had another one that got sick on her way home after our game Friday night in Mom's car. And so hopefully, we'll all have run through
it. Yeah.
Right, before it really matters.
All right, Dickinson tomorrow night, and then home against Century. And I suppose that Century night you'll do Parents' Night?
Yeah.
Parents' Night against the Century Patriots. And, it's just fun watching your two schools. And I'm not saying that, Legacy's had some Bismarck High. There's a lot of things that could happen in the West region, but right now you guys, Century, Legacy, and Bismarck High have kind of separated yourself from the rest. But we know in the WDA, at tournament time, anything can happen.
Yeah, right. And, everybody's going to look forward to that game Tuesday night because all those kids are just really going to ramp it up. Whether there's something on the line or not, we don't know that night, but I guarantee you there's a lot of pride on the line that night. So, if the seeds have already been determined, like they very well could be by that night, we expect that our kids are both going to line it up and really go toe-to-toe that night.
Hey, Jason, thanks a lot for stopping by. Best of good luck tomorrow night. Best of good luck next week. It should be a fun run. As Dean says, sometimes you guys think it's more of a fun run for us as media and fans. But for coaches, sometimes it could be a grind. But I know you all enjoy what you do, and this is why you do what you do.
Yep, absolutely. And, it is a grind, and it's stressful, and, we get sick over it, and we lose sleep over it, and those kinds of things. But, I don't think we would trade it for anything.
Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Okay, appreciate it, Scott.
All
Thank you.
That is Jason Schwartz, the head coach of the Minot High girls. Again, they will play with the guys on a doubleheader tomorrow in Dickinson. By the way, those games will not be on the PSP network. Next week, we have the boys will be on the road Tuesday night at Century. The girls will be home against Century next Tuesday night to wrap up the regular season. The WDA tournament, which will be broadcast, both boys and girls, in its entirety, video and audio, here on the PSP network, will come up March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. At the Bismarck Events Center. We have regional tournaments coming up for Class B girls. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a short break here. We're waiting for Ryan Miner, the head coach of the Minot State University girls hockey team, to join us. We'll talk a little college hockey, but we will go through the pairings sometime before we get out of here tonight. For the regional tournaments that are coming up, we'll have region play-ins coming up in 5 different regions starting tomorrow night and running through Friday. And then the Class B girls regions all start on Monday across the state of North Dakota as we try to name our 8 entrants to the state Class B girls basketball tournament, which will be held at the MSU Dome March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And again, you can hear that audio-wise here on the PSP Network. We'll come back. We'll have more on the Scotty K Show live from the Spicy Pie right after this timeout.
Looking for a great place to take the family? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items the whole family can enjoy, including jumbo slices, 18-inch pies, grinders, wings, tacos, salads, flatbread, and even desserts. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items, including $1.50 tacos. Enjoy their Epic 14 football season special. Get any one topping 18-inch pie for only $14 with promo code EPIC14. Dine in or carry out, bringing New York-style pizza to the North Dakota Prairie. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minet's North Hill.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than jumbo pizza slices. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, salads, flatbreads, and even desserts. And remember, you can try any of your favorite toppings on a gluten-friendly 10-inch crust. Dine in or carry out. A new pizza creation added to the menu every month. Bringing New York-style pizza to the North Dakota Prairie. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minet's North Hill.
Welcome back here to the Spicy Pie, the Scotty K Show on this Wednesday night. And I tell you what, a lot of things going on. We're still waiting for Ryan Miner, the head coach of the Minot State women's hockey team, who just this afternoon stayed number 2 in the national poll as they head to their final their final regular season doubleheader this weekend on the road at Midland University in Fremont, Nebraska, and then we'll move on to a conference tournament and then eventually to the ACHA national tournament. The guys, by the way, on the other hand, are still number 1. They retained the number 1 ranking on the guys' side of things in the ACHA. Talking about hockey, we got a lot of stuff going on in hockey. The girls' season's still a week away before they wrap it up, as they do not play a regional tournament. Minot High with some huge games coming up over the next week or two. They were supposed to play last night against the Mandan Braves in a key West Region match or statewide matchup, but it was postponed because of bad roads and weather conditions, that sort of thing. It has been announced that they will play that game coming up on Saturday after the conclusion of the West Region tournament at the Mesa Arena. And speaking of the West Region tournament, we will have coverage, complete video and audio coverage here in the PSP Network. That was just announced today that we had rights to do the video and audio Quarterfinals tomorrow. Minot High, the number 1 seed, 15-6-0 on the year, will take on Botno Rugby. Then Jamestown against Mandan. That's a 4 and 5 seed. Number 2, Bismarck Legacy against Bismarck High. And then Dickinson, the 6th seed, will play number 3, Bismarck Century. Loser out in semifinal games on Friday. And then we'll have the 2 state qualifiers and a title game on Saturday from the Mesa Arena right here on the PSP Network. East Region Hockey Tournament quarterfinals were played last night. Grand Forks Red River, the number 1 seed, big win over Devils Lake, 16-1. Fargo North, 1-0 over West Fargo Cheyenne. Fargo South Shanley knocked off or shut out West Fargo 7-0. And Grand Forks Central held off Fargo Davies 3-2. Their loser out in semifinals will be played Friday night. That will have West Fargo Cheyenne in the loser out game against Devils Lake and Fargo Davies against West Fargo. Your semifinals, number 1 seed Grand Forks Red River against number 4 seed Fargo North. And then Fargo Shanley South, the number 2 seed, will take on Grand Forks Central. The state qualifiers and title in that will be held on Saturday, as well as the West Region. State Boys Tournament at Grand Forks coming up next week. Quarterfinals will be on Thursday, and then consolation semis on Friday, and title 3rd and 5th place game on Saturday. PSP Network will have coverage of any Minot High games from that state tournament. Again, for the first time ever, the state tournament, or the boys and girls state tournaments for hockey have been split up. The boys will be next weekend in Grand Forks. The girls will be right here in the Magic City. That'll be March 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and Minot High is assured to be in the state tournament, but we don't know exactly where they'll stack up as far as it goes for seeding purposes, but they will be in the hunt. One other thing before we take another break here is we still await the arrival of Ryan Miner, the head coach of the Minot State women's hockey. The Minot State men's and women's basketball team will wrap up their season tomorrow night. Their the last home game will be against MSU Moorhead, and then they'll travel to Northern State and Aberdeen on Saturday. For the men, they need just one win to clinch a postseason playoff berth. The women, they need some help. They probably need to sweep this weekend and to have some other people help them out for them to get a chance to play in the postseason. Again, the guys will play early tomorrow, 5:30. The women will go at 7:30. We're going to take another break here on the Scotty K Show live from the Spicy Pie as we await Ryan Miner, who was expected to be here. We'll come back. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some regional basketball tournaments for girls. We'll do that when we come back on the Spicy Pie Show, or the Scotty K Show, live from the Spicy Pie, right after this.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Looking for a great place to take the family? Choose Spicy Pie. They offer a wide variety of menu items the whole family can enjoy, including jumbo slices, 18-inch pies, grinders, wings, tacos, salads, flatbread, and even desserts. Join them for Taco Thursday with discounts on all Mexican items, including $1.50 tacos. Enjoy their Epic 14 football season special. Get any one topping 18-inch pie for only $14 with promo code EPIC14. Dine in or carry out, bringing New York-style pizza to the North Dakota prairie. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
Well, welcome back here to the Scotty K Show live from the Spicy Pie again on this Wednesday. As long as we got some time here, still waiting. Don't know if Ryan Miner, something came up and he could not make it here tonight, but we'll wait around here a few more minutes to see if he does show up. But we do have regional Class B girls basketball coming up. 5 of the regions will start playing games starting tomorrow and then run through Friday. And then all the regionals will start next week. And we have some pairings set. The tournament you can see video and audio-wise here on the PSP Network is the Region 6 tournament next week. That won't be played. They have moved that to a different venue. They will play it in Minot, but it'll be at the MSU Dome just like they do with the men or the boys. Quarterfinals coming up next Monday here on the PSP Network. Our Redeemers, the number 1 seed from District 12, will take on Towner Granville Upham, the number 4 seed from 11. In Game 2, the number runner-up in District 11, Botno, will take on Delax Burlington, number 3 from District 12. Then the third-ranked team in the state of North Dakota, the Rugby Panthers, the number 1 seed from District 11. 18-2 on the year will take on Surrey, the number 4 seed from District 12. In the final game, South Prairie Max, the number 2 seed from District 12, will take on Nedrose. We'll be back with the semifinals on Tuesday, and then the title and third place game here on the PSP Network on Thursday night of next week. Other areas that have quarterfinals that are set. We have some playing games that are going to be played, but Region 8 at Williston. That'll be played at Williston State. The top-ranked team in the state of North Dakota, Kenmare Bowbells, at 19-2, will take on Trenton. Newtown against Stanley. Partial against Powers Lake Burke Central. Tioga and Mandaree in the final game against semifinals on Tuesday. Title and third place games on Thursday. Again, Region 1, Region 2, Region 4, Region 5, and Region 7 all play just super regionals. They do not have district tournaments, and they will have playing games Region 1 and Region 4 tomorrow, and then Region 2, 5, and 7 coming up on Friday. And what that will do is they'll send the winners of that to the regional tournaments. We have 8 region tournaments. Region 1 at Fargo, Region 2 at Grand Forks, Region 3 at Jamestown, Region 4 at Devil's Lake, Region 5 at Mandan, Region 6 here at the Minot State Dome, Region 7 at Dickinson, and Region 8 will be at Williston. So regional tournaments coming up just around the corner. We got Class A basketball. The district tournament will carry here on the PSP Network for the boys. That comes up following the regional next week. We were supposed to talk to Minot State women's hockey coach here tonight, Ryan Miner. They are the number 2 team in the national poll, just behind number 1 Liberty. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They wrap up their regular season with a 2-game series at number 3 Midland, coming up on Saturday and Sunday. The Beavers are 1-2-1 on the season against Midland. Overall, they are 28-1. They have the Beavers have 5 players with 20 or more points on the season. Again, their upcoming postseason schedule from February 24th through the 26th. They'll be at the conference tournament in St. Louis, and the national tournament March 16th through the 20th. We're going to take one final break here. Excuse me, on the Scotty K Show. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here, give you our broadcast schedule for the rest of the weekend and into tournament time. We're back right after this.
Spicy Pie, a great place to take the family out for lunch or dinner. Spicy Pie is much more than jumbo pizza slices. They offer a wide variety of menu items, including grinders, wings, tacos, salads, flatbreads, and even desserts. And remember, you can try any of your favorite toppings on a gluten-friendly 10-inch crust. Dine in or carry out. A new pizza creation added to the menu every month. Bringing New York-style pizza to the North Dakota Prairie. Spicy Pie, 1100 North Broadway in Beaver Ridge on Minot's North Hill.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Well, one last time here on the Scotty K Show, Ryan Miner, the head coach of the Minot State women's hockey team, must have had some kind of conflict come up, and we'll try to get him on before they get to the national tournament next month. Do want to tell you that the February pizza of the month at Spicy Pie is the jalapeno pepper deluxe. It includes cream cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos, and bacon, all topped with sweet Thai chili sauce. Again, we'll be back here again next Wednesday, and that will be as we get started with region basketball tournaments here in the Magic City next Monday, Tuesday, and then district tournaments after that. Let's talk a little bit about what we got coming up here on the PSP network over the next month or so. Again, we will have video and audio coverage. The WDA hockey tournament starts at the Mesa Arena tomorrow. Again, Game 1, Minot High against Bottineau Rugby. Game 2, Jamestown and Mandan. Legacy against Bismarck High. In Game 3, the nightcap will have Century against Dickinson. We'll be back with the 2 loser outs, the 2 semifinals on Friday, and then the 2 state qualifiers and the title game on Saturday. Remember the Mandan-Minot girls hockey game that was postponed last night because of bad weather and bad roads. That will be played following the conclusion of the title game on Saturday at the Mesa Arena. We will have coverage of the entire WDA hockey tournament. We also, on Friday night, will have a basketball doubleheader from the Bismarck-Mandan areas. Mandan plays host to Bismarck Century. On Saturday, we'll also have Class B boys basketball from the capital city. Shiloh Christian taking on number 1 ranked 4 wins Minnewacan. And then our postseason action Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday of next week, the Region 6 girls basketball tournament. That's video and audio. Then Friday, Sunday, or Saturday and Monday of next week, it'll be the District 12 boys basketball tournament, video and audio. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Nick Hallberg will be in Grand Forks for state boys hockey. He will carry all the Minot High games from the state hockey tournament if they qualify. Coming up later in the month, or not in the month, but in the next month, the March, we have a lot of things going on that first weekend. The 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, we'll have the State B girls basketball tournament here at the MSU Dome. We'll have audio coverage of that. We will have state girls hockey coverage for Minot High from the Mesa Arena on those 3 days. And then also, we will have exclusive coverage of both video and audio from the WDA boys and girls basketball tournament from the Bismarck Events Center. Then we'll take, we won't take that much time out. Coming up that following on March 6th, 7th, and 9th, the Region 6 boys basketball tournament from the MSU Dome, both video and audio. Then we'll have State A boys and girls basketball tournament from the Fargo Dome on March 9th, 10th, and 11th, and we'll wrap up our coverage postseason-wise for our winter sports coming up on March 16th, 17th, and 18th with the video or audio coverage of the State B boys basketball tournament to be played in the Bismarck Events Center. Thank you to Jason Schwartz. Thank you to Dean Winchesky. Sorry we couldn't get Ryan here tonight, but I'm thinking something came up and he couldn't get here. The new Class A poll, by the way, the boys and girls Class A basketball poll will be out in about 10 minutes. I don't see a lot of changes coming up, especially on the girls' side. The guys' side may have some shuffling just because of Mandan losing a couple of games this past week. We'll be back again next week. Join Nick Hallberg, Matt Morelli for all the coverage of the WDA hockey tournament starting with the Minot High Bottineau rugby game tomorrow afternoon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great evening and enjoy tournament time in Minot.
This has been a presentation of the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us for the Scotty K Show. Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.